All right, we're going to go ahead and get started, everybody. I thought I could figure something out here, but I wasn't. So, Brooke, you are co-host, so if you would mute everybody in there, that would be awesome, just to keep the call chatter to a minimal. Guys, listen, thank you everybody for joining. Of course, today is Tuesday. I'm recording this. Let me make sure that the recording is on. All right, the recording is going, so I just want to make sure it's on there. We've got some new folks for sure visiting, and I want to make sure to welcome each and every one of you to the NTI Meeting Leader Call. Some of you, you've been with NTI a while, but this is your first time on the call. So this is what we do when we're clapping on any kind of online call. Brooke Rayburn said, she taught me one time, I clapped, and she said, Rich, we don't clap on Zoom. We do like this. And so we've done that ever since. So there you have it. We got a lot to cover in a very short amount of time. Just to give you a little bit of update, the one thing that I want to point out, especially to those of you that are new, this is the meeting leader call. This is where we get behind the curtain. Okay, so my wife and I, we've been married 25 years. We have 4 children. Okay, you probably make sure and put your phones on manner mode. But you probably can't see this, but this is a picture of my fine children, all these wonderful kids. They got me this plate for Father's Day once. I think I just cut myself on it, but that's okay. I'll be fine. Don't worry. No need to call 911. I'll be fine. But here's the thing that I want to say. My wife and I, it's not that we've never argued or had a disagreement in front of the kids, but my wife and I, we like to have adult conversations or marital conversations behind closed doors. Can you guys relate to what I'm saying? Those of you that have kids, maybe you can relate. Maybe some of y'all just punch each other out right in front of the kids. That's totally your world. I'm not trying to tell you what to do in your family or nothing. I can see Ruben like dropping, a King Kong on his wife or something, like right in front of the kids or something. Yeah, I can see it, Ruben. I don't know. You seem like a violent man. But, here's the thing, guys. When we have a meeting, I was just kidding, by the way. Ruben is not a mean guy. He's the nicest, one of the nicest guys I know. But here's the thing. When we have a meeting leader call, this is where it gets into the mud. This is where we get dirty. This is where we talk about the things that we talk about, but we don't carry it back out necessarily to our members. We always want to stay positive in front of the kids. Not saying that they're inferior to us, because we're all equal. I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's not about value. It's about roles. And as a meeting leader, you have a role to fill. And this is where we get behind the scenes and talk business a little bit. And I want everyone to know what is going on. And just so that all the meeting leaders can stay in touch with what exactly is happening at Networking Today. So let's get into it. First thing I want to cover is the contest. Okay. The contest is going well. Those of you that don't know, and by the way, I've been on some of your meetings. I've been to some of your meetings. I've been to Nashville. I went over to Nashville, participated in a happy hour. This is by no means to, I'm not trying to punch anybody. I'm not trying to be ugly toward anyone or anything. I'm just trying to say that some of you have no idea what's happening with the contest. And to me, I go, my mind just gets blown. We have been talking about the double vision contest since before the first of the year. We launched it January 1st, of course, but officially like January the 15th, but so what? We've counted people all the way back to January the 1st. Guys, listen, I mean, sometimes when I'm talking to like my microphone, I tap the microphone and say, can y'all hear me? I'm not sure you're listening. Brooke and I, when we're on the phone together, I'll pause and I'll say, can you hear what I'm saying? But this is what I'm saying to all of you. Okay. If you can hear what I'm saying, does everybody on this call know how badly I want to give away $10,000? You guys are my meeting leaders. You guys are the voice. All of you are, you carry what we're saying about NTI. You are NTI, out in the public, right? In your meetings, you are NTI. And I want to give away $10,000 so bad I can't even stand it. And the reason why is because if we give away $10,000, guess what happens? We all have a lot more members to network with. We all are making more money. There's more money for us to do things at NTI. When we're looking for referrals, if Brooke wants to sell more Neora, if Dave wants to sell more Hammond IT, if Michelle wants to sell more mortgages, whatever it is that you sell, all of us have more people to sell it to. And some of us are doing a really, really great job. I want to highlight that on today's call. But before I get into this and before I give some quick updates, I just want you guys to know that every contest that we've ever done at this organization, ever in 7 years of history, has been to help our members, our meeting leaders, and for NTI to grow. The contests don't exist. What was that, Brooke? I'm getting some feedback. Make sure everybody's muted. Thank you. But the only thing I was going to mention to you guys is these contests that we do, they exist so that we can incentivize our members to do what we feel they need to be or should be doing already. And I know you know that. Look, if you're on today's call and you say, Rich, I already know that. You don't need to preach to me about that. I know you know it, but there are some that don't. And so I'm just sharing this with those that don't. That's the heartbeat of every contest we've ever done. And we'll do a couple more this year, but this is important to us. Remember, the goal here, okay, you guys all know what the 80-20 rule is, right? Everybody knows what the 80-20 rule is. You always have 20% of the people doing 80% of the heavy lifting. Well, guess what? It's no different at NTI, same exact thing. And so, but the mission here is everybody bring one. If we can just somehow talk to our people, reason with them, use logic, use empathy, use whatever sappy story you have to use, it really doesn't matter. Pull on every heartstring you want. Use your kids as an example. Use your grandparents. Okay, use every tool you got in the quiver. Okay, bring out every arrow. Okay, use pets. Pets are good. See, my pets need food. If you guys don't each bring a member, my pet, my dog, he's been with me 25 years. He's gonna die. Okay, I need every one of y'all to bring one. Look, I've got these kids, and I love them. I don't have that many pictures as I look around. My kids, strangely enough, I don't know why I don't have more pictures of my kids. My kids are going to starve to death if you guys don't all bring one. You guys don't want my kids to die, do you? That's what you got to say. You got to really put it out there and get people to bring one. But I want to give you some statistics. So we have had 91 new members since January the 1st. Now, that is worthy of praise, guys. That is worthy of praise. Listen to me. I'm so happy about that. I'm beside myself. When I look at that though, and I say, that means like, that's good, but let's pretend that 91 of our members, we'll just pretend for a minute, 91 of our members all brought one. Let's hypothetically say that that's what happened. That's not what happened, but let's say it's what happened. Okay. That would mean that over 615 members have not brought one person. Can you imagine? 615 members have done nothing, and only 91 would have done something. But that's not the case. We have several members. For example, I would like to highlight this morning Becky Davidson, or this afternoon, whatever it is in your world. Becky Davidson, you deserve applause today. Becky Davidson, ladies and gentlemen, has had 11 of the 91 new members. So you know how all of our members, when they sign up, they put in there, who told you about NTI? Now, either Becky just told everybody, hey, you guys all, let's put me in, we'll have lunch together. I don't know. Maybe she did that. Maybe she didn't. I don't think so. But I mean, I think Becky Davidson went out. She got busy. She told the whole world about NTI, told them to come to and join her NTI meeting. And wouldn't you know, they've joined. Here's one of the things I want to point out, guys. Those of you with many, many, many meetings around your local area, okay? Not all 11 chose the Hendersonville meeting location as their primary meeting location. That means that some of the new members that Becky has introduced to NTI are going to other Nashville area meetings. We can't get caught up in the trap of worrying whether they join our meeting or not. And Becky, you are just such a tremendous example today of how it should be done. And I commend you. My hat is off to you. You are doing an outstanding job. And I totally straight up commend you for how hard you're working. In fact, Becky, I'm going to ask you to be ready for our next meeting leader call to take a moment, okay, maybe 10 minutes, maybe a little bit less, and tell all of us how you're doing it, okay? And be ready for that. We'll talk about that later, but I want you to be ready for that because you're doing a great job, and I thank you for it. But here's the other side of the coin, okay? This quarter has two sides of the coin, 91 new members, but here's the thing. Now, guys, that $10,000 grand prize right there is prorated. So if we didn't double our membership size, then we just prorate it. Okay. So in other words, instead of getting 700 new members, let's say we only got 100 new members. Okay. So that's 1/7 of the goal. We would just prorate that down and still give away a very handsome gift. Here's the thing though. We have had 89 canceled members. 89. That is a net gain of 2 members. Okay. So if I were to prorate the 10,000 down, somebody's going to win like $5, and that's good. Maybe, we still want to give away $5. Don't misunderstand what I'm saying. But a lot of this has come from one particular area where we lost a meeting leader. And then that meeting leader really tried to sabotage everything that we are doing here at Networking Today. And I'm so thankful for some certain meeting leaders who have stepped up and really taken on the challenge of holding things together in the area. And I don't want to name names. I'm not interested in naming locations or anything like that. This is the second time that this has happened to NTI. And they say when somebody leaves you and goes out and does their own thing and they copy what you're doing, they say it's the ultimate form of flattery. Well, to me, I ain't going to lie. I'm going to be honest with you. Okay. Look here. Brooke Rayburn for my birthday got me some moonshine and a shot glass, a travel shot glass. You guys see this shot glass? You guys need to see it. But I'm going to tell you what this makes me do. Michelle, you'll appreciate this, Michelle Cummings. Okay. Okay, this makes me want to do this. I don't see it as flattery, guys. I don't want to be flattered in that way, okay? Thank you, Brooke. I'll hit that shortly. But what I'm saying to you guys is I'm not interested in that kind of flattery, okay? I don't know why in the world 89 people would leave NTI. I just don't. Not when you can belong to any other meeting, not when you get the digital business card, not when you can go and network at all of the locations for just $30 a month or $300 a year. Listen, guys, my kids, my 2 boys, 12 and 9, went over to Jump Jam and played with some friends. Cost me $50 to jump for 1 hour. I'm like, what? NTI is not charging enough money, okay? I'm telling you, if you took that out and they jumped once a week over there, that'd be $200 a month. You see what I'm saying? $300 a year is a slam dunk. For what we give people, is there any meeting leader on today's call that isn't floored by what it is that we do and what we give? And if you're a meeting leader, then you need to be someone who is networked and you need to get out there and cast the vision for what it is that you want to build. And there are many of you doing a great job. I'm not being critical. Don't misunderstand, but we gotta lock arms together. We got to get busy on social media. Brooke and I have been talking, and one of the things that Brooke has been saying on every call that she's been doing, many of you know, all of you should know, Brooke is Executive Vice President of Networking Today. We spend a lot of time together. And one of the things she's been talking about is 3 Ps. You might want to write these Ps down. Here it is. Promote, promote, promote. Now, some of you will need to write that down all 3 times. Like me, I might need to write that down. But guys, you get what I'm saying? Like, go on LinkedIn. Get on LinkedIn, get on, Facebook, get on Instagram. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I said this last time, but in case I didn't, forgive me if I am being redundant, but this app right here, you probably can't see it that good. I'm trying to hold it in the light so you can see it. Has anybody ever heard of this little company called Instagram? I know you've probably never heard of it, but Facebook bought Instagram for, I don't know, I was like just shy of $1 billion. Okay. Right here. Instagram, when you type in networking, do you know that networking today is the first company that pops up? Do you know when you use hashtag Instagram on or hashtag networking on Instagram, there are 8.1 million hashtags using networking? If you are not using it, we're not encouraging our members to use it, then we're missing the mark. Promoting networking today we promote Facebook and LinkedIn and Instagram in every single meeting that I'm in almost. And I'm just going to say, as meeting leaders, if you're not asking your people, instructing motivating, incentivizing, pushing your people, leading your people to get social on these social platforms, you're missing the boat. You're missing an opportunity. So number one, I don't really like the word retention. We don't have a contract at NTI, so people are able to come and go as they wish. And I would never want somebody that's a member of NTI that doesn't want to be here anyway. So if they want to leave, let them leave. We're not here to try to keep them here or nothing. If people don't want to be here, we don't really want them here anyway. That's my attitude, always has been. But guys, I'm just going to say, we got to get busy. We got to make sure we're communicating the value of what people are getting at NTI. Now that reminds me of something. I was at a meeting recently, and the meeting leader had our distinctive slide up. By the way, if you've not been to Meeting Leader Resources lately, there's a brand new distinctives slide that has the My NTI card and NTI on it, and NTI online on it. You'll want to go out and get that, include that. But guys, don't talk about every single distinctive in every meeting. You don't have to list like 11. People will be like, they're going to like glaze over. You're going to lose them in the meeting. Okay. So don't talk about every distinctive. If you people can read faster than you can talk, and they can listen. They got 2 ears, you got one mouth. They can listen twice as fast as you can talk. So here's the thing. Throw your distinctive slide up there, fine, but just pick out one. Pick out one. Say, guys, out of all the great things that are unique here at NTI, you know what? I want to talk about our no categorical exclusivity for a minute. Guys, you know how many people get tripped up on our no categorical exclusivity? A lot. I mean, you would be amazed at the amount of people that I talk to that are like, well, Rich, I want categorical exclusivity. No, you don't. What you want is exposure. That's what you want. And then you want the ability to choose who you want to work with and who you don't want to work with. Listen, any of you that don't have confidence in this thing about no categorical exclusivity, let me just say something to you. These people out here that they network with a mortgage lender, they network with a realtor, but that's in their BNI chapter, but they're sending business to the other mortgage lender or the other realtor that's been their friend for 10 years. BS. It does not really exist. Believe me, it doesn't exist. At NTI, we remove that veil. So see, you can park on that one topic in your meeting without having to read the screen today. So we're not categorical, and we have no attendance policy, and we don't do that. Please don't read from the slide. Please do not lead your meeting that way. NTI is not that rigid. We want you to have a fun meeting. We do not want you to have a rigid meeting. Make it fun. Talk about a point. Talk about the contest. But don't say it in the same way. Oh, and here's an update, like Ben Stein, right? Here's an update of our double vision contest. So glad we're finally able to announce we have 91 new members. No, don't do that. Have fun in your meeting, okay? We got 91 new members and growing. We've got new meetings going all over the place. I mean, it is tremendous what's going on. We had 4 people come up from, where was that, Brooke? Cookeville? The other day, they participated in my meeting. They went back to Cookeville. They're working on launching 6 new meetings in Cookeville, Tennessee. Hurrah. Love that. Okay. But I'm just saying, have a great time in your meeting. Okay. I'm going to move on. I spent a little too long there. Okay, guys, I'm just saying, I don't like losing members. I don't know why we lose members. I hate losing members. You're going to have normal attrition. I get that. But I'm just going to say, if all of us were doing our thing out of 730 members, we should easily have 1,400 by the end of the month. We can still get there. I believe it. Okay. Look at this. We got 65 total meetings, online and local at the moment. That's going to go up by 6 as soon as Cookeville starts launching meetings. But so we're close to 72 meetings almost. And what I'm saying is we should easily have 1,300 members, easily. But we got to encourage people to bring people. And I'm encouraging you to do the same thing. Now, one thing I will say on that, I have never, one time have I ever counted how many people are in my meeting. Please do not text me. Please do not call me and say, oh, Rich, we had 20 people in our meeting today. Rich, we had 30 people in our meeting today, because I don't care. What is important is that you had fun in your meeting. If you do the right things in your meeting, I promise you, your meeting will grow just organically. And we want to grow. I'm not saying we don't want to grow. I care about growth in that sense, guys. But what I'm saying is you can't focus on the numbers. If you focus on the numbers, then you live by the numbers and you die by the numbers. You can't just be excited when you have 25 people in the room and then be totally like drained emotionally when you only have 5 people in the room. It will negatively affect your meeting. It comes out. I have an old friend of mine, write this down, guys. I have an old friend of mine. He used to say, what's in the well comes up in the bucket. What's in the well, what's in the heart comes up. Okay. So when your mouth is moving, it's speaking of what's in your heart. And what I'm saying to you is, if you're bummed in your mind because there's only 5, I've had people on NTI, guys, NTI Online. Do you know how new NTI Online is? It started like 5 weeks ago. And people say, well, we've only got 5 people on here. Only? That's fantastic. That's wonderful. 5 people. You know how that can grow? 5 people can reach out on LinkedIn and Facebook and Instagram and have 25 in 1 week. But don't worry about that. Love on the people that are there. Encourage them. Lead them. Say, I'm so glad that you're here. Let's be honest. Okay, look at your screen right now. Look at your phone. Are all meeting leaders here? Are all 65 meeting leaders here? No. Do I sit here and go, oh, there's only a handful of us, so we'll do our best to get through this meeting? No. I know we got to save time, so we have a little bit of. I told you guys to come prepared to share a little bit about yourselves. We're gonna have to make that really short. Okay, I still want to do it, but I'm rambling too much. But I just want to tell you guys this kind of stuff. Brooke. Okay, but this stuff is important. Okay, it is. This stuff makes an impact on your meeting. You want to see pictures of my meeting? Go to my Facebook page. Go look at my Facebook page. I don't know how many were there last week. I don't know if we had 30, 40, or 50, 60. I don't know. But it was a big room full of people. That's all I'm going to say. All right. Make sure people that your My NTI card is built out. If you've not done this yet, pay the $50 and get your card looking good so that you can tell others about it. It is $50. Pay Ruben $50, $60, whatever Ruben's charging. Ruben will build it out for you. You're paying $5?
65.
Ruben just offered $5. No, just kidding. That's nice of you, Ruben. Okay. 55, is that what it is?
65.
Well, just be clear. That's all I'm saying. Okay.
Well, stop talking.
So $65. Ruben will build this sucker out. Okay. The $50 will get you a basic template. Ruben is making it look beautiful. Okay. I mean, just build it out. There's videos. You can go to Ruben's card. You can go to my card. Do it yourself. Me and Ruben both have videos on our card. You can build it out yourself, for heaven's sakes. But get out there and build it. You can't promote it. And by the way, you know what? One of the things Becky said, you know what? I'm getting people to join NTI if not for no other reason than the digital business card. Becky, I love you for that. It's worth it. Are you kidding me? They ain't getting it nowhere else. Okay, moving right along. Guys, I want to talk about this real quick. I mentioned it on the last call, NTI Cares. We've got 3 major events. I want to focus on the Memorial Day barbecue. I need y'all to start thinking about it. I need you to start dripping on your people about it. We got the Memorial Day barbecue. Those of you that have many meetings in your area, start promoting the other meeting leaders. Get involved, because we want to have a Memorial Day barbecue in your neighborhood. Okay, we want all meeting leaders engaged. Cleveland, Springfield, Nashville, Georgia. We need you guys on board. Ohio, okay, we need all you guys. Missouri, up in St. Louis. We need you guys to pull together, get everybody on board. We want to support lost vets. Our charity selection committee just met for the, some of you don't even know we have our own charity, okay? But NTI Cares. and we're working on supporting in our Memorial Day barbecue. It will all go through NTI Cares. And guys, listen, 20%. Okay, look, Ruben, this is how, see, this is so much clearer, isn't it, Ruben? 20 or 20, whatever. You guys get what I'm saying. Whatever shows up on your screen is 20, okay? We got 20% is retained at NTI. We pay out 80%, 80 cents on every dollar that comes into NTI Cares goes back out. We have to retain some just for administrative fees and things like that we have to incur at NTI Cares. But you guys have to admit, and some of these public charities, man, they're keeping 80 and giving away 20. Okay, we want to support lost vets. Okay, we want to help veterans, guys. The only way we're going to do that is to raise a butt ton of money, is for all of us to have a barbecue. Find the barbecue restaurant you can work with in your neighborhood. Let's work together. Let's raise a lot of freaking money for a good cause. I hope you guys are getting excited about it. You got to start dripping on it right now. Memorial Day will be here, bam, like that. I promise you, we're going to have some promotional images coming out. You'll be able to start promoting it, slides, things like that. Be looking forward to that, but start talking about it now. You can do it, all right? But that's the Memorial Day barbecue. Moving right along, okay? We're supporting all these blah, blah. Okay. If you guys are not doing a cash mob in your area, you can ask me about it. You can ask Brooke about it. These are fun to do. It's a bonding agent with you and your fellow networkers. Think about launching something like this. It's cool to do, and it's fun, and you get to go out and have lunch at some local place. All right, it's fun. All right, I want to talk to you guys. I haven't done a meeting leader moment in a little while. I just want to park on this, and let me check the time. Okay, we're doing great on time, and we'll spend the balance of our time together going through and give everybody, 25 seconds or 20 seconds, however long we have, of maybe 15 seconds of saying who you are and that sort of thing. But guys, I got to say this. I attended a meeting recently. The crowd was kind of light, and the meeting leader said, okay, because we've got such a light crowd today, let's go ahead and tell us your favorite thing about whatever. What's something very special that nobody knows about you? I was at that meeting, and the whole time I sat there in that meeting, I was like, oh, I normally don't pray during meetings, but I was like, dear Lord, please don't let people do this. Please don't let people do this. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, hear me out on this. Okay. Your meetings need to stick to the routine, because the routine is a structured routine, and successful people who are making six figures, who are making high five figures, $75,000, $80,000, $90,000 a year, they like routine. They like order. Think about it. Every week when you go to church, it's very likely that your church routine is the same every week. You go in, you sing hymns, whatever you do. The preacher preaches, you pass a love offering plate, you walk out, shake the preacher's hand, say thank you, see you next Sunday. Okay? And then you go back next Sunday and you get the same dose of the same thing. When people come to your meeting, there's time for jovial and there's time for sarcasm, things like that. But stick to what we do. What happens is when you say, well, because we have such a light crowd, take time to tell us about yourself. I don't care about whether you like cats or dogs or whatever. Okay? I don't care. I'm here to do business. And as soon as I come to network, when we're done networking, I'm leaving and I'm back working on building my multi-million-dollar empire, guys. Serious-minded people don't like to waste time. They are not coming to your meeting for a coffee meeting. If they wanted fellowship, if they wanted to come for a coffee hour, they would look for a book club to join. They are at your meeting for business. Do we place an emphasis on the personal relationship? Yes. But why do we place an emphasis on the personal relationship, ladies and gentlemen? We place an emphasis on the personal relationship because the more relationships you have, write this down, people. This is what I call the R factor. The more relationships you have, the more referrals you have. The more referrals you have, the more revenue you have. That's the way this works. Relationships lead to referrals, lead to revenue. So you're there to build personal relationships, yes, but don't make everyone say what is special to them and why they love their wife so much. Don't do that to me. I'm here to do business. Stick to the recipe that works. Okay? And if you've only got 5 people to show up, your meeting should last 35 minutes. Bing, bam, boom, you're out. You don't need to make a 91-minute meeting when it should be 25 minutes, people. Run your meeting. Say, I'm so glad you guys are here. Let's take care of business, and let's invite people next week. So glad you came. If it's drug out and people don't like it, they're not coming back, and they're sure as heck not going to invite their friends. They're not going to invite their friends. You want to have a professional meeting, get down to business meeting, make it happen meeting, stick to the books. The announcements that I do in my meeting, I talk about the contest, I do about the charities, I talk about upcoming events, I talk about this or that or the other. I do not do announcements and testimonials. I don't care whether I have 70 people in the room or 7. I have not one time ever said, tell us what your favorite cat is, okay, or whatever. This ain't time for that. You guys want to talk about your favorite cats? Go have a cup of coffee afterward, because homie ain't got time for that, okay? And you need to run your meetings the same way. Please, believe me, the recipe is the recipe because it works. Now, does that mean you can't digress a little? Run your meeting according to your personality, okay? Sure. Brian Williams, God bless him, I love him. Brian Williams been at NTI since the beginning. 7 years this guy's been here, okay? The whole time Brian has led his meeting, I have referred to Brian's meeting as the fireside chat. The reason why is because Brian wears a vest usually, and Brian's got that, I don't know, I think Brian's stuck in, I don't know, Brian was born almost in the wrong century. Like, Brian needs a pipe and a fireplace and like a chair to sit on, and I mean, he's just laid back. Everybody loves him. Like, hey, he'd be a good politician, to be honest with you. But I'm just saying that Brian's meeting is just comfortable, you know, and laid back, and it's great. Rich's meeting, on the other hand, is high-strung, sarcastic, okay? We have fun. Get it done. I cut people off. You know what someone said to me the other day? Someone at my meeting said this to me. Quote, "You're such a rude ass." Well, you know why they said that to me? They said that because someone went too long. They had 3 seconds and they took 3 minutes. And you know what I said? We stick to the clock, people. Stick to the clock. Why? I got 60 people in our meeting room. We ain't never getting out of here in 90 minutes if y'all take 3 minutes just like she did. The reason why there's rules is because there's rules, and if you don't like them, go to BNI. Be my guest. I don't care. We got to run this meeting on time and run it right. Sorry, that's how I am. But please do not let your meeting run long. Please stick to the books. Guys, this is our time of business briefs. That way, everyone is used to the way the meeting runs. And then when you have 25 people, you're still doing, all right, guys, it's time for our business briefs. We go around, boom. And when you have 50 people in the room, this time for our business briefs. Going around the room, we're of the size we are now, we got to break it in half, whatever, okay? Running your NTI meeting, run it by the book, and you'll do well. Believe me, all right? All right, that being said. Brooke, let's go around the horn. Let's give everybody a chance to do a business brief. If you've got to leave, be my guest. But I did want to take an opportunity for all of us. Oh, there's a new FAQ page, and I need your help. Send me an email if you guys have an FAQ that needs to be answered on the FAQ page. How do you get to the FAQ page? Go to the green target on our website. Y'all know our website, networkingdataintl.com. Click on that green target. There's an FAQ right there. Click on it. Right now, there's only 2 because I'm the one building it out. I just don't have that much time, so I'm building it out slowly. One of the questions on there is, where's all the money go? I got all the money answered in there. Y'all want to go read it. You can see where all the money goes at NTI, and you can show all your members where all the money supposedly goes, okay? Feel free to go out and share that all you want to. But I want your FAQs. What questions do you get? We can answer on that FAQ page and send our members to that. Okay, and not only that, remember, knowledge is power. I'm reading The Infinite Game by Seth Godin. This thing is the bomb. Or Simon Sinek. Sorry, not Seth Godin, Simon Sinek. This book right here is the bomb. You got to play the infinite game, not the finite game. It's awesome. Mark your calendars. Next call is March the 3rd. Thank you all for coming. Brooke, Brooke, floor is yours. Let's do one-to-one. Not one-to-ones, business briefs.
Okay. All right, Ruben, I'm gonna let you kick this one off.
Okay. Again, I want to welcome Anna. Where are you, sweetie? She's my partner at For Life. Our mission basically is to reinforce everybody's immunity system right now with affordable products from For Life. Guys, coronavirus is just the tip of the iceberg. We got to take responsibility for our health, and that's our mission. Right, Anna? You bet. Thanks.
Well, all right. So, Miss Anna, I'm gonna just let you go ahead and I muted you.
Brooke, can I just
Okay.
ask you all to say where you're from, what meeting you lead? Okay, and if you have an NTI online meeting, would you promote it real quick, please? Thank you.
Okay, I'm Anna Cack. I'm from Indianapolis area. I am going to do online. I apologize. I've had some family issues, so I have not gotten there yet, but it is happening this week. I'm going to make it happen. I've been talking to a lot of people, so we're getting there. Just got to get all my ducks in a row, and sometimes they don't do so well. But I work with Ruben with For Life. I have a team pretty much, I think, in 7 different countries, and right now 42 states at the moment. So I work with a lot of people in a lot of different places. So that's what I like about the online, is because you don't have to be right here in Indy. You can be anywhere in the world and come and join us and learn about sharing, myself personally. I'll share the molecule and just business tips. I just think it's huge to connect with people.
Fabulous. All right, Barry, you are next.
Hey there, Barry Spitzer, St. Louis. My company's Legal Shield, ID Shield, and we empower people to gain access to the legal system for a very small monthly fee. Also, with our identity theft, we're one of the only companies in the world that has licensed private investigators that watch out for you and will back you up and monitor all the things you're doing. Our motto is simply this: with Legal Shield and ID Shield, you have a complete law firm and licensed private investigators in the palm of your hand, so you can worry less and live more.
Fabulous. All right, Dave Jones.
Okay, everybody. My name's Dave Jones. I'm the founder of Hammond IT Services. We are an IT company that literally goes nationwide, worldwide, and as long as the client can get to the web, we can get to the web, we can help them out. Our primary vertical is hotels, but we can help anybody. On top of that, I am also a meeting leader up here in Ohio. So we do have our meeting on Thursday mornings at 8 a.m. But I also have an online meeting. So please come and join me 8 a.m. Monday morning. And we'll look forward to seeing everybody there. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And Donna Young. You're going to have to unmute yourself. It won't let me unmute you.
I got it. Just pressing the wrong section. Hi, Donna Young, and I have an online meeting too. Meets on Thursdays, and I help people to get out of debt. Mortgage lenders have been handing out 15, 30, 40-year mortgages, sentences. And so what I do is we help people to cut their mortgages, their credit card debts, their student loans, cut it down to 5, 7 years instead of 15, 30, or 40. And we have a GPS system that is incredible. It tells people to the dime, to the day, what bill to pay, when to pay it, and it just figures everything out for you so that you can be debt-free in about third to half the time of what it would normally take.
Thank you. Michelle Cummings. I'm gonna have to unmute you.
I got it. Hello, everybody. I'm Michelle Cummings. I'm from Knoxville. I do host a meeting Wednesday afternoons at 3:30 called Coffee Talk. We don't just drink coffee, Rich. We do have a midweek afternoon boost. Sometimes it might have a little moonshine in it, but anyway, I do mortgages in all states. So I do purchase, refinance, debt consolidation, construction. 22 years with my company. So really, if somebody's had an issue, I've seen it, I've overcome it. My specialty is people that have had life happen, intentional or non-intentional. Takes the same instruction to get back into the box of traditional lending. So I'm Michelle with People's Home Equity. Come see me tomorrow afternoon at 3:30.
Thank you, Michelle. All right, we're going to move to Miss Becky.
Hello. Am I unmuted?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. Hey guys, it's Becky Davidson from Nashville, Tennessee. I am the new meeting leader for the Hendersonville. Yay! I am with Zesha International, recently merged with Isagenix. I'm also in the health and wellness space. We help people lose weight, feel great, and age backwards. I do happen to love to partner with small business owners. I have over 300 brick and mortar small business owners that I've partnered with to help them maintain their health. If they lose their health, it's game over. Build a passive residual income and be an amazing referral partner. I love connecting and collaborating with others, and that's why I love NTI, and we'll be starting an online networking real soon. So thank you.
Thank you, Becky. And I want to move it to Ray.
Wherever you're at. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
All right, Ray, I'm not here. I run the O'Fallon, Missouri chapter meeting. Hi, guys. I also am the founder of Heroes in Action, which is a nonprofit dedicated to violence prevention education. I'm an author, speaker, and educator. I do lectures and seminars all over, and I would love an opportunity to come out to where you guys are and present or speak or do a seminar, especially if you have lots of issues that deal with violence. Ray Amanat, what's up? Heroes in Action, based in St. Louis. I run the O'Fallon chapter.
Thanks, Ray. All right, Heather.
Hi, I'm Heather Dean, and I'm from Akron, Ohio. So I have a couple businesses called Hollis Services. So it's a delivery business, junk removal business. We do mobile detailing and ceramic coatings, pet waste removal, and then we are creating partnerships with other contractors for roofing, landscaping, scrap vehicles, semi-trucking, like repossession, things like that. So creating a one-stop shop for home, business, and auto. So everything we do is for residential and commercial. And I'm a regional director in ACN. So if you don't, people that don't know what ACN is, it's in 27 countries. So I can do business in 27 countries. And then I help run 5 of the 6 NTI meetings here in Ohio. So if I can't help someone with anything that I offer, I can connect them with somebody who can.
Fabulous. Thank you. All right, Brian Davis, I can't see your face, but you can at least tell us about you in your fireside chat.
Like you could Facebook page or an email. That's what yep, sorry, man.
Yeah. Apparently he's on a call. All right, Rich, I'm gonna let you talk for a second. Maybe. I can't unmute you. There you go.
I don't know exactly what you want me to say.
Why don't you say something other than about NTI?
Well, what is there other than NTI, Brooke? Nothing. Nothing. NTI is taking over the world. Okay, no. Okay. Well, I mean, maybe, yes, but no. First of all, let me thank each and every one of you. I mean, I could go through and just brag on every one of you. I'm so glad. Guys, Ray is kind of new to the leadership. I want you guys to get to know this guy. We have someone, I don't want to mention names. You guys would know who I'm talking about, and I don't want to hang anybody's dirty laundry out, so I'm not going to. but there's someone very close to that all of us know on today's call, whose grandson is 9 years old, who about a month ago, when they woke up, they went to get him for school. He had his blanket wrapped around his neck, and it was so tight that it left marks. This is a 9-year-old little boy, and it's her grandson, someone that, again, someone all of us on this call know. Some of you are still listening, and some of you had to chime off and go away. I get that, but what Ray is doing is more. I want NTI to support what Ray's doing in a big way. What Ray is doing is more than just a charity. You know, these kids today in schools are being harassed. Some are being bullied for sure, but I was bullied too. But I went into a school recently for one of my son's basketball games, and there was a poster right on the glass wall, and the poster was, know someone thinking suicide? Call or text this number. It's almost to me as if they're dropping the seed of thought of suicide in the children's mind, is what it seems to me. How can suicide posters go up where 9-year-old children are present? I don't know. I don't get that. But that is exactly what Ray is doing. And he's talking to people about bullying, adults, kids, all ages and sizes. But Ray, I'm glad you're here. And I'm glad all of you are here. Don't misunderstand me. And I could say something wonderful about Heather and Becky and Brian Williams and just everybody. I don't want to leave anybody's name out. I don't mean to. You guys are all so incredibly special. Ray's a little bit new to us, and I hope you guys will take a minute. And why don't you send Ray a message, okay? He's in the directory. Ray, have you built out your NTI card yet? Just you're muted. Just yes, no. Not yet. I want you to get it built out. And if I can help you, I want you to reach out to me and let me help you, brother, because here's the thing. These other meeting leaders need to be able to find ray.mynticard.com and learn about what you're doing. And we can't keep you a secret. And sharing the tremendous resource you're building in your MyNTI card is a great way for us to do it, bro. And so many of you have so much talent and so many resources. And the last thing I want to close with today, Brooke, is I want to just tell everybody that's why we created the Facebook page, NTI Global Connect. Okay? I want you guys to go out there on Facebook, connect, share with each other. You should be able to post to the page things that you're doing about your meeting. Don't make it a sales pitch, guys. Don't go out there and pitch your product. That's not what that page is there for. But share tips and ideas, throw something out, throw FAQs out, say, here's what I'm struggling with. Anybody can help me with this. I'm struggling with that, whatever. I don't know, whatever it is, but that's why it's there. And then let's get to know each other. Let's have one-to-ones. Let's have one-to-ones. We can jump on a Zoom just like this and have a one-to-one and get to know each other. Just because Dave Jones or Heather is in Ohio, Brian Williams, Brooke, and I are in Knoxville doesn't mean all of us can't get to know Ray in St. Louis and find out what he's doing. And we might know someone that can help him. And so, I don't know. I just want to take the opportunity for everybody to go around the horn and just say what they do. I think we'll do this again if there's some time at the end of the next call. Brooke has volunteered to lead the next call, so she'll run the whole call the next time, and that will be wonderful. And I'm sure that I'm sure she'll be very short-winded. I'm not sure she'll cover much, but I'm sure she'll be short-winded.
We would have to play a game during that call, like take shots every time Rich interrupts or something.
Guys, the only other thing that I'm going to mention today is there is something that Brooke and I are doing to gain awareness for NTI and NTI Online. I want to share this with you. And by the way, for those of you that think this call is going long, we're 10 minutes early. If you just take a look at your clock, the call goes from 12:30 to 1:30. We want to make sure to have time to cover everything and get everything in. But guys, there's something that we're doing online, and I want to show it to you real quick. Here, let me just open up the image. I'll share my screen with you guys. All right, I think you guys can all see this. Now, I posted this out on my social media, and someone had some derogatory comments. I think the person that was making comments kind of had an ulterior motive. But this right here is a contest. Brooke's husband, his name's Jody, and Jody and Brooke were talking, and they called me and they said, we got a great idea to promote NTI and to promote NTI online specifically. What if we had a him versus her? What if we did a Brooke versus Rich contest to see how many people we could get on our NTI online meetings? So Brooke and I, now the link is not shared, the time is not shared, but we want you to help us promote this, okay? This is not out on the Meeting Leader Resources page just yet, but it is out there on my Facebook page if you guys are connected with me on Facebook. And for all of you, do I want you, all the guys on this call, I expect you on my Zoom, okay, for sure. If you ain't there, I'm driving to where you live. I'm flattening every one of y'all's tires. I know how to do it, believe me. But what I'm saying is, more importantly, understand the bigger picture here, please. Brooke and I, we're competitive. Yes, we are. And Brooke's working really hard at getting her meeting up to, to her local meeting up to my level. And I appreciate that. And she's working hard at it. But she'll get there one day, but the more she hangs out with me, the better she's going to get. But here's the thing. Okay.
I hope I don't have a day that has sunshine, because we will blow you out the water.
I swear, if you go look at WeatherBug, it is raining, pouring, drenching in Knoxville every Tuesday on Brooke's meeting. God bless her. And it seems to affect her meeting attendance. It didn't today. You rocked it today. You had a full house in there. I loved it. But anyway, guys, here's what I'm saying. Understand the bigger picture. When we're online, we're promoting local meetings. Did you hear me? When we're online, we're promoting local meetings. So when we bring all these people online, we're telling them to go to your local meetings or to launch new ones. When we're at our local meetings, we should be sending everybody online. See the crisscross there, people? See how that works? Now, what I need you guys to do is tell every girl to go to Brooke's meeting. Tell every guy to come to Rich's meeting. Now, you say, Rich, where's the link? What time is it? I need details. I know it's not until March the 2nd. Don't worry. We'll get those for you. Okay. But start promoting it. Tell people about it, and it will help every single one of us do more business. It'll increase our exposure. But you're going to have to go out there, and you're going to have to start dropping this image right here on your LinkedIn, on your Facebooks, on your Instagrams. You're going to have to get out there and start getting social with it. You're going to have to put this image on your slides in your local meetings. And you're going to have to, what are the 3 words we asked you to write down from Brookie, right? Promote, promote, promote. Thank you, Ruben.
Add one thing to it. Have a whole lot of fun while you're promoting it.
Yes. Amen to that. Guys, listen, I hope you know how much I love each and every one of you guys. We're going to end the call. And if you can stick around and if you have questions or something like that, or, something you want to talk about, we've got a couple minutes after the call. We can talk about it. Our next call, mark your calendars. Okay. Mark your calendar is March the 3rd. You need to be here 12:30 to 1:30. This is where you need to be, Eastern Standard Time, same place. You know what I did? I missed one thing I wanted to share. Hold on just a cotton picking second.
Hold on. I want to add something to the contest. I just got a magical text message. I think that whoever loses has to do something, but the other person gets to call it.
Now, okay, real quick, ladies and gentlemen, you may or may not know this, but I've asked Brooke to spot the guys. So we got to talk about what you're spotting us, and then we can go from there with that. Because there are people that would dress up as women and go to your meeting just to be able to see me do something stupid, okay? And I don't know about that. Guys, I wanted to show you guys this on the Meeting Leader Resources page. Wait a minute. You guys probably can't see this. Hold on a minute.
Can't see it.
There you go. Guys, see this? Add to calendar. See this? You guys all see this? Bam! Right here. Add to calendar. Add it to your calendar so I don't have to remind you. All you got to do is go to Meeting Leader Resources, people. Boom. Join the Zoom meeting right here. Boom. Add the calendar right here. That's all you got to do. Okay? Now,
I love it.
is the chat window blowing up with something crazy?
It's so good.
Okay. Well, I'll read that in a while. Let's go ahead and unmute everybody. If anybody has something they need help with, a question, whatever, be happy to answer it, okay? Maybe raise your hand at least. We could unmute you. You know what I mean? Raise your hand if you got something, you know?
Well, they're all unmuted, so.
Rich, I think you'll pull off the mini skirt and high heels and fishnet fairly well.
Well, Brian, just so you know.
Uh-oh, watch out.
Since he didn't get to let me tell you guys about my meetings, I do have 3 meetings. I have 2 online meetings, and I have the Farragut local meeting. So that's what I do with networking today, and I'm in an anti-aging business. So I didn't get to do that since you got on your tangent.
You did.
But you can show your dress.
So, guys, Brooke, one of Brooke's meeting is called Networking Gone Wild. It's a ladies only meeting. So I disguised myself. I put my wife's robe on. Okay. And
wife's robe, my rear end.
It's actually pretty comfortable. I ain't gonna lie. But I had on glasses and a big hat, you know. And I said, "Hi, ladies." It was pretty fun, actually. But
It said Rich DeForest across the bottom of it, so he missed one major detail.
yeah, it was a major one because my name was, I didn't change it to like Rowena, but there's always next time. Not
At least
sure.
you got a name picked out.
I'm not sure I would do well in heels. I think maybe everything else would be okay, Brian, but heels look dangerous to me. And I've broken ankles. Like, I'm not interested. But
Oh, I'm sure we can come up with something better than heels.
I mean, I can wear flats, you know, something. I don't know, whatever you call them, you know.
I think you could use the extra height, personally. I'm thinking like 6-inch stiletto hooker heels.
Well, I don't really want to be a tall chick, though. I like short chicks, so I'll stick with the size we got. But I mean, it sounds to me like you're pretty into it, though. So, I mean, I'm just going to go out on a limb and say you seem to know a lot more about it than I do. But I can take advice like the rest of them, you know.
Heather says boots with the fur.
Oh, that's awesome, Heather.
I mean, I don't even really know what fishnet stockings are, but I mean, if they're comfortable, I'll wear them, you know. I mean, I know
Brooke, you're gonna win this thing.
Oh my God, I'm dying.
Are fishnet stockings tights? Is that what they are? Okay.
Playing all innocent. Yeah, sure. Everybody's buying it.
I would like to point out that you're the only one without the camera on, but you know, just saying. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, so good to have all of you. Make sure to mark your calendars right there. It's on Meeting Leader Resources.
Thanks,
Brooke,
Rich.
what else we got?
Just promote your contest, promote your meetings, online, local, everything, promote it all. NTI card, that's the biggest thing.
Oh, Anna, thank you. Are those tights?
Yeah, banana.
I guess they're like pantyhose, but
Pantyhose.
But yeah, promote, don't promote tights for Rich. That's not going to attract anyone. Okay. But yeah, let's, if you have a card, definitely do your NTI card so you can promote it to the room, because we did that today in my meeting. And I mean, we had a pretty good crowd that had their card already started at least, but there were still people who had no clue how to even get started. So if you don't know how to get started, call me, call Rich. We can help you get started. And if you really just don't want to work on it, call Ruben, call Rich.
Now, Bob Bryant did his whole 20-minute presentation off of his V card, and it was impressive.
Sweet.
Yeah, you know, I mentioned that today in Brooks' meeting. So Brian, he's getting ready to do that in my meeting, and I can't wait. He's actually shown how to use that V card as an actual presentation, and I think it's just genius. Just genius.
Absolutely.
I would encourage everybody to find Bob Bryant. It's ASEA Bob. So if you guys want to connect with him, it's ASEA Bob, B-O-B, .myNTIcard.com and add him to your list of contacts in your MyNTI card.